Hi guys! I know it's been a little bit of a minute since my last video, but now starting August, I'm gonna be on here for real now. Start off this refresh and restart. I thought it would be best to do a get to know me Q&A because I realized you guys don't really know anything about me. You follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you do, but my YouTube girlies, you're new. Hopefully you guys can get to know me a little bit more outside of just makeup. First, number one question that I get asked so much, how old are you? I am 17. Everyone always thinks that I'm in my 20s. Like literally when I posted my 17th birthday, everyone was like, what? You're 16 the whole time? I started my TikTok account when I was 15, but I didn't start blowing up until I was 16. I'm turning 18 very soon, September 19th. I am 2006 baby. And of course, I don't take that like as an insult because obviously people in their 20s are very young. I think a lot of people who have also said this has said it's not just like looks, it's just the fact that, you know, like I'm doing a lot of stuff at a very young age. And usually you just kind of assume that people who do this kind of stuff are at the minimum at least in their 20s, not really like 15, 16, 17. Are you East African? I am East African, specifically Ethiopian. I feel like it's so cool how people can like immediately clock it. I get Somali a lot too. It's either or Somali or Ethiopian. I've gotten so many sweet DMs and comments saying that they love seeing this representation of us doing this cutesy makeup and everything, and I think it's just like so cool. Representation really does matter. I don't think I know any Ethiopian people in real life at all, so it's like really nice to see whenever someone comes on and they're like, oh my gosh girl, I'm Ethiopian too, and I'm like, oh my gosh, twinsies. In relation to that question, someone even asked, do you feel American? Lived in America my entire life, never really left the country, so yes, safe to say I do feel American. I live in New Jersey on the East Coast. I haven't even made it to the West Coast. Like, what grade are you in? So my school situation is kind of complicated-ish, but to keep it simple, technically I'll be going into my senior year. Let me just give you a rundown of my school history. In the 7th or 8th grade, I want to say 8th grade, I started getting homeschooled right when COVID was starting. So 2020, I started getting homeschooled from middle school. I did homeschool for about 2 years, and then my mom started putting me into community college classes. So that's where I currently am now. Local community college, they have a discount for anyone who's in high school, and technically I was in high school. So my mom was like, all right, Sky, let's put a break on high school. Let's focus on the college classes so that you can get as many credits as you can for a big discount. I'm about halfway there. Officially, I'm at like 30 something out of 60 credits for my associate's degree. I love saying that. People ask me my major in college. I am doing liberal arts business as I focus in finance and everything. Hey, finance girly. I actually am very interested in like business and marketing and finance and stuff like that. It's really what social media is. You're just marketing yourself. So I already have a very big interest in that. I've learned so much from doing a lot of the things myself. Like I handle my brand deals now. I'm kind of seeing the back end and I really enjoy it. It feels so important. I really like doing it. Do you like K-pop, guys? I love K-pop. I love K-pop. K-pop is like majority thing that I listen to. I am a K-pop stan. My alt group is WeI. If you know WeI, you are WeI. We're best friends. I don't make the rules. But WeI is so amazing. I saw them when they first went on tour. I saw them when they were busking. I literally got to go dance with them and everything. I was like, ah! I also went to go see Twice when they came on the Today Show. I had the best experience. I did faint. That was not very fun, but I had an amazing time. I saw alcohol free live. Like I can finally say that I've lived. Stacy, Ive, NMIX, Red Velvet. I've been really loving New Jeans lately. Like I love Supernatural. Obviously aespa, they're doing so good right now. Boy groups, I love NCT. I think my favorite song is 0 Mile. I feel like that song is so underrated. What's that song called? Favorite. I love that song. Fact Check. Oh my god, Fact Check is so good. My favorite subunit, I want to say, is NCT Dream. Beatbox, love Glitch Mode. Love Rise lately. I literally love guitar. I just would love to go to KCON. I saw KCON going. I was like, I wish I could go, but it's always in LA. What are some of your hobbies? So my biggest hobby is obviously makeup. I'm so happy that I get to do it like as my biggest thing going on right now. I get to do something that I really love. When I'm not doing makeup, I'm not really doing anything else. I love learning K-pop dance choreography. I actually went to a class in New York. It was so much fun. We did Misumo Do Not Touch. My goal is that one day I will go into a K-pop random dance. Just one time. Like I said, I live in New Jersey and nothing interesting ever happens here. So unfortunately, I don't think that will ever happen. I would have to be out of state in somewhere like New York. I'm just hoping one day I can just spontaneously be like, oh my gosh, K-pop random dance. And I know all the dances. I actually just learned Supernova by aespa. I just really wanted to learn the dance break. And my favorite thing about this, doing it, what I do is I usually just play the songs and I literally just imagine scenarios on like my college campus and like people are walking by. And again, I'm main slayer. Like these are the scenarios. I also love reading mangas, manhwas, and manhwas. Alright, I be reading them all. Usually I mostly read manhwas though. Like I read a lot on Webtoon. I am an OG Webtoon user. Like it's so crazy all the things that I started in middle school. Some of them are still going. I'll have like a whole month where I'm just like obsessed with it, reading every night, binging until 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then after that nothing. Wait like 5 months and then I get back into it again. Some of my favorite ones, I love Lookism. I know not everyone gets Lookism, but I get it. Lore is insane and I can't stop until it's finished. My favorites is The Ghost Wife. If you know, you know. That story was so good. I like reading a lot of them. Like I'll read anything under the sun, to be honest. What made you want to start your channel? So when I first started my channel, I did not expect it to be anything like this. I started my TikTok. That's where everything originated. I literally was just one of those girls who was like, you know, lip syncing in my makeup, just the normal average TikToker. So people just started kind of asking me for makeup tutorials because I was getting into Chinese makeup and Korean makeup and stuff like that. I just started posting more and more videos about it. I started doing Korean lip tint swatches and people really liked it. It wasn't until like early 2023 that I actually decided to get serious about it. And then one day I had my first ever viral video. It was the Revlon Glass Shines. I did a swatches video. I had only a couple thousand views. So then when I hit 1 million, I was like, what? And I got so many followers off of that. I have my second viral video, which is the most viral video on my account. It's at 9.7 million views. It was just me showing the difference between the first time I was trying to do Chinese makeup and me at the time now and how it's more accurate. My account literally just skyrocketed. I hit 10k followers like instantly, and it was like 15k, 20k. Like it was just going up so fast. That was history. Here we are now. I have 308,000 followers on TikTok, which I'm so appreciative of. Like genuinely, it seems insane. I never would have thought that I would ever been at 300,000. It's actually crazy. How did you get into being a makeup influencer? Did you always have the products too? When I first started my account, I did have a lot of makeup products because I had already been a makeup enthusiast for a long time. So I did have a good collection. At some points I was a little bit like insecure about was that I couldn't go out and get all the products that everyone else had. I genuinely just didn't have the money. Like I don't have money for this $40 foundation. I don't have money for these $20 blushes. I still don't have the money for it. But now I'm very appreciative of the fact that brands send it to me so I can make these videos for you guys. People mostly ask me for like product-based things, especially like Korean makeup products. They want to see how it is on brown skin because there's not that many videos on it. I feel I'm very happy that I can do that now. What's your favorite food? I love breakfast foods. If it's not breakfast foods, I don't want it. Waffles, pancakes. Wait, did I say French toast? French toast, waffles, pancakes. I don't know what I said. When I was growing up as a child, my dad and my mom always took me to IHOP. Like that's kind of how I learned to be around people and stuff like that. Every Friday, children are free. And so I think that's why I just got really used to breakfast foods. I always ordered, now it's the Cinestack, but it used to be on French toast and it was so good. What is your fave drink? I'm a solid only water drinker. No soda, no coffee, no boba, no matcha, no tea, just water. Only water. Because when I was growing up, all we drank was really water. My parents never really gave me like juice and soda and stuff like that. Even when they gave me juice and apple juice and stuff like that, my mom said she would always dilute it. So I just never got super hooked. I get this question so much. What's your skincare? I know guys, I have to make a video on it. Trust me, I will. Because I get so many products. Like I kind of just try so many different products and stuff like that, so I don't want to make a video and then my routine changes the next day. Like I want to give a routine when I'm actually consistent on it and I'm like, these are the products that I really like. So I definitely will have to do one though, I promise. I can tell you the products that I'm using now though. It's gonna be linked in the caption below. But again, they are most likely to change. Do you draw? Because you do makeup so well, it could be related. First of all, thank you. I really appreciate it. But no, I'm a horrible drawer. I am not an artist whatsoever. And it's actually so funny because both my mom and my dad are artists. They're insanely creative. Like my mom, she's literally Barbie to me. Like she's done almost everything under the sun. She's a graphic designer. She's a fashion designer. She was a makeup artist. And my dad is also a graphic designer and he can draw really amazing. He can paint. He's like so cool. Like both of my parents are so amazingly creative. But I feel like when it came to me, like it was a little bit of a flop. And I don't think that artists is just like people who can draw and stuff like that. It's just like they're so insanely creative and I just don't think I am too much compared to them. Not really. Are you in a situationship? Do you have a boyfriend? Actually LOL'd when I saw this comment. No, the answer is no. I am not interested in dating or anything right now. Even if I did, to be honest, I don't think you guys would know, because I don't think I would ever bring that to social media. Most likely that would not happen until like I'm in an actual university, off to college, somewhere else in my 20s. What are the countries you'd like to visit? Because I am from this country, I would love to visit. I would love to go to Ethiopia just once in my lifetime. I would just love to go. I'd love to go to any country in Africa. My mom was really interested in Ghana for a while. But I've literally never left America. I've been past the East Coast, never made it to the West Coast, never made it to Central. Anywhere, I'll be down. Does content ever get pressurizing for you as a younger beauty influencer? That was an interesting question. I like that question. You know, it can be really easy sometimes to compare yourself to other people, especially when you're on social media and you're someone who posts on social media and it's part of the thing. You have to be looking on social media. I really don't think I compare myself to other people who are older, because I always remind myself, like, you're 5-10 years older than me. Why am I comparing myself to you? Obviously, you're gonna have a different life. When you're an adult, there's so many different opportunities that you can do. Once I'm officially 18, there's so much stuff that I can do that I was not able to do before because I was a minor. So already me being 18, officially an adult, opens me up to so many things. And knowing that, it's like, why would I ever compare myself to you? Also, I'm very proud of what I've done. Your accomplishments are yours, my accomplishments are mine, and I'm very proud of my accomplishments and what I've done. It makes me really happy when I think of it like that. So sometimes you feel down in the dumps, and sometimes you do compare. We're human, and it's just part of the process. How do you build the confidence to post videos about makeup? Like I said, when I first started this account, it was not made with the intent to be doing any sort of makeup influencer thing, so my answer might be a little bit different. But when I started doing it, I didn't feel scared because it was something that I already knew, I liked, and people were literally asking for it. So I wasn't like, oh, no one's gonna like this. So I felt pretty confident in what I was doing, and I felt confident in my videos. I'm not scared to talk on camera. I'm not scared to post myself. I'm not scared to, you know, publicly speak. I do it quite a lot. I did a lot when I was in school. So it's not something that I'm really shy about. Posting it though, I can understand how some people are like, you know, what about comments and stuff like that? Just don't think like that. Don't think like that of like, oh, but if I post it, what are people gonna say and stuff like that? Post it. Just the internet. Like, what's gonna happen? You're not doing anything horrible. You're just posting a cute little video about makeup. You never know what could happen. All my viral videos, I did not expect to go viral. Who would have known that me posting that silly little video would have got me all those views and would have got me all those followers and would have skyrocketed my TikTok account? I would never have known if I didn't post. You're never gonna get anywhere if you don't post. It's a hard truth, but it's the truth. Do you watch anime? And if so, what are your faves? I used to watch anime in the pandemic 2020, like many other people, like a Haikyuu girly, MHA girly. I really did like it when I watched it. I haven't watched it in years. I did read the MHA manga. They made God of High School an anime, and I read the whole thing, so I might watch the anime. I'm pretty sure they made Lookism into anime. Yes, I was one of those girlies. What's your height? I am very short. I'm 5 feet 60 inches, and I think that's 152 centimeters. Are you an early bird or a night owl? I'm most definitely a night owl. I cannot wake up early. I woke up early to do this video, and this was really hard. I woke up at 7 in the morning because I go to bed so late. I went to bed at 3 in the morning, so I didn't get that much sleep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, I'm up, and I do a lot of my work at night. Now I film my videos during the day, but before I used to film my videos at night. I don't know, I just feel like I'm so productive at night. Your earliest memory with makeup? This is such a cute question. I used to be a figure skater since the age of 2 to like 13, like a little bit of sky lore that most people don't know. My mom always used to do my makeup for competitions and stuff like that, so she would do like a cute little smoky eye and a nice little red lip. Maybe if she was feeling fancy, a little bit of eyeliner. When I was in dance as well, she had to do my makeup for the recitals and stuff like that. So I always remember my mom doing that, and I always wanted to do it myself. I was like, oh mommy, I want to be like you. I want to do it too. How are you confident in your makeup skills? Did it take time? I took a lot of time. I've been doing makeup since 2020. I started makeup when I was 13. My mom actually got me into doing makeup. She's the one who started this whole thing. Like, imagine if she didn't say that, I never would have been here. Like, that's kind of crazy when you think about it, because I was not really interested in makeup doing it until my mom said that. She said, Sky, can you learn how to do lashes and eyeliner? That's all, because she wanted me to do it for her. I was like, all right mommy, I'll learn. And then I started learning it and started watching all the YouTube videos, and at that point I was like, you know, I might as well just learn how to do makeup, period. It just jump-started everything. I just started practicing every single day, and when I say every single day, that is not an exaggeration. every single day I was practicing. Now when I started learning this specific makeup style, Chinese makeup and also Korean makeup and stuff like that, I started that in 2022. When I started my account, I was a newbie to that. You know, in the moment I thought it was good. Now looking back, I'm like, oh, like it wasn't good, but in the moment I thought it was. I didn't have issues with going outside in the makeup or posting it online because I genuinely thought like it was the best thing ever. Are you an only child? Yes, I am an only child. I do not have any siblings. It's just me, but I do have pets. I have 2 little dogs, 2 Shih Tzus, London and Cody. I literally did name them off of The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I was obsessed with that show. I was like 6, but now I can't imagine any other name. Lendy, Cody. I'm gonna put a bunch of dog photos on here because dog owners, one thing about dog owners, they will always show you photos of their dogs. What season are you? I get this question a lot. It's very helpful for people to know how it'll look on them, and I actually do not know my season. I'm sorry. I don't really know much about it, to be honest. I mostly just know undertones, foundation reasons, stuff like that. I can tell you that I am neutral leaning very cool. Like my foundations are very cool toned. I kind of have this pinkyish rosiest undertone. I just wear whatever I want, like, you know, and it changes on my mood. Some days I want to wear pink, some days I do want to wear orange. Just do whatever makes you happy. And I can't stress this enough because I feel like sometimes people lose the fun when they focus on tiny little things like that, and it's like, are you having fun? That's the #1 priority. Do you ever get recognized in real life? I actually have, and it's so crazy. Like, I literally live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know how I'm getting recognized. I remember the first time I ever got recognized, I was coming back from that Twice concert in New York, and like I said, I fainted. And so I was walking back with my dad, and someone came up to me, and they're like, oh my gosh, are you the girl who fainted? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh my gosh, are you okay? I was like, yeah, thank you so much. And they said, oh, do you have a TikTok? And I'm like, yeah, I do, Skybxyy. And they're like, oh, I follow you. I love all your makeup looks and everything. I was like, what? I thought that was so cool. Like, what? I was being recognized in real life? Crazy. And I only had 100,000 followers at the time. And I remember the second time I was at Panera Bread and the cashier recognized me. I was like, what? I got recognized on the train when I was coming back from New York. Someone said they followed me on TikTok. It's definitely a surreal feeling. But if you ever see me, please come up and talk to me, guys. Like, promise. Please, please, please. Your first makeup ever. I'm gonna put a photo up here. I know it was really bad back then. It was interesting. But you know, we progress and we really get better. And that's why I always say to people, makeup takes time. I feel like sometimes people think like, you know, it's gonna be instant. It's not. And now the last question. Your commentaries remind me so much of Michelle Phan. Is YouTube something you want to do forever, or do you have a different goal? That's actually so sweet that you say that. I actually have worked with M Cosmetics, and like, not to flex or anything, but Michelle said that she thought I looked like a doll and that she loved my little video. M Cosmetics team sent that to me, and they're like, oh, just letting you know, like, Michelle loves your work. I was like, what? YouTube, I think, you know, at some point everyone grows. I don't think anyone wants to do just one thing forever and ever, but it definitely is something that I would like to do. I really enjoy doing it. I do have certain goals in mind for the future, and YouTube can really help me achieve that. I really do like making the videos, and knowing that I can help you guys is just really, that's just really what makes me happy. I get those sweet messages in the comments saying like, oh, you inspired me to do this makeup. I love watching your videos. You really, really helped me. It's just like, oh my gosh, really? It makes me so happy. So sweet, and I just appreciate it so much. Okay, and that is all the questions. I hope I was able to answer the majority of your questions. I really think I got to a lot, and you guys know me a little bit more now. Feel free to leave any questions that you have for me in the comments, more about me. I'm an open book, I promise. You guys can expect videos from me more consistently. I promise. I'm still getting into the groove, and I'm still new to YouTube, very new, but I'm really excited to do this more. Thank you so much for watching the video. Check out my other tutorials for looks like this one. I will see you guys next time. Bye.